YouTube, we have the nut. I've found the nut. We're back on. Part 2, installation. Bish bash bosh. All I need to do, connect. Power supply. There was we. Red. You just check, even though I've just taken it off. Let me just check. Positive, that one, yeah. Fuse goes on here. Positive terminal with fuse attached, secured. Make sure to push down on the terminal when you're putting your clamps back on, when you're going back onto it. Push down hard, don't over tighten it, make sure it pins together, it grips. That's all you need, don't need to over tighten. I've made a little incision there for it to sit in. And we go for this one, the positive, the negative. I'll get your questions afterwards. Now it's going to go without a hitch. Your questions will come afterwards, guys. All right. I won't. We won't go anywhere till we've seen all your comments. So that's that battery terminal bolt off. 1 minute. Negative terminal. Powered up. It's a little bit tricky getting this nut back on because of the position of it all. These are the hardest parts of the installation you'll find, getting to battery covers, securing nuts and bolts. Rotate device hammery, turn it round this way. There you go, you did it, that's it. Yeah. These are the most awkward parts, guys. Have faith. But we end up cross threading.
Very bad connection.
Alright.
Now it's okay.
Ay caramba. It's just so delicate. There we go, we're on. It's very easy to cross thread. I don't like cross threading. Simply glide it back on, such as that. That's your power. Relay sits down there. Fuse gets tucked down there. There's no moving parts. It's already been previously installed. So you've got your power assembly, the unit with the right amount of electrolyte and deionized water. Now we need to put into the air intake chamber. We need to put in the air, so let me just put the battery cover back on. The wires are trapped nicely. That's the cover on. I'm going to leave that there for the minute so you can see once the engine starts how it operates. Output of hydrogen going into, well, we'll do this. We'll put the air intake one in first. So this one's going straight into the air intake. You'll see it's coming up through the 1 minute, just twist it round. So it ends up going down into the air intake there. So that's the master air intake prior to the air filter. You have an air mass meter here. This is going in a hydrogen prior to the air mass meter. and also prior to the air filter. So that's gone in there. As you can see, one end straight into the air intake. We close down the catch. So that's what it looks like inside. Then we affix it, output to the hydrogen output. So it goes in the induction system through. The cold air's coming in here, atmospheric air, sucks it in, takes it through there. Any runoff from this unit, if any water was to go down this pipe, it's simply going to collect in this pipe down at the bottom. I've put some drainage holes, a couple of tiny holes, just in case any moisture water builds up, runoff, and then obviously your air filters in the top there, sucking air from beneath up into your induction system. So that's all installed. That didn't take very long at all. I'll give the engine a crank. Once I turn up the engine, this should come on to I've already set this up. It'll be about 30 volts and 2 amps until it gets warmed up. So if you just keep focusing on that, I will crank the engine, keep video on there, Anne-Marie, so you can see. Let's see if it turns on. I lost it again. Screwdriver. Right, we're on. Sorry about that. As expected, it's turned on. It's the right correct amount of volts, 30 volts, what I've set it up at. Until it gets warmed up, we will be running about 2 to 2.2 amps until the electrolyte and the temperature or the volts get settled down. So this is pre-configured. You see it's slowly climbing now. It was running at 2.4 amps previously and about 30.1 volts. So that's as simple as it is for the installation. It will come with a guarantee. You will get warranty. We are going to authorise fitting. It's through an agent's relationship. So this is going to be the start of something new, big and beautiful. Still sitting at 2.1. It's all steady, well controlled, sturdy equipment. It's well built. You can affix it to permanent positions. I'm still in the rudimentary testing stages of all this technology, so I'm seeing how things are best suited, what the temperatures are like, where the moisture is, you know, stuff like that. So I will take your comments now. We'll have a chat about things, what you're saying, and thank you very much to my glorious assistant Anne-Marie. Bless you. She's very shy. So I'll go in the car and have a chat with YouTube, and yeah, thank you, Anne-Marie. Yeah. I don't know if I can get that. Ah! Got it. Screwdriver under the bonnet. Done. I'm done, thank you. Let's turn it around, what we're saying. Let's get some comments. Go away messages. Show live chat messages. Where are we, people? I cannot see your comments. Oh, annoying. And they'll disappear if I don't read them. Can somebody make a comment so I can see? Chat hidden. Show live chat. There's nothing there, YouTube. I can't see your comments. Yes, Jesus, hi. I hung up earlier. I saw there was some comments and then I hung up. I stopped the recording. That was a bit of a comical event, losing the nut and bolt. But you saw how quick and easy that was. Has anyone got any questions or comments? Just leave it running for a bit. Need to go outside. Thank you for making comments, Ricky, Jesus. All is working well. Let's put you So you saw how simple that was. A trained chimp could make an installation. How many miles can you go on one tank of petrol? Petrol makes the most saving, Jesus. So if you've got an older petrol engine, it doesn't matter what size, but obviously the bigger the litre, the more that you'll be consuming. You'll get percentage wise MPG increase. What you have to do is, there's another part of this that you haven't seen, or you'll have seen on other videos, where you've got the engine clean. You have to decarbon all of the engine first, do an engine clean for an hour and a half, decarbon all of that. Once you've done the engine clean and the cap, the you know what I mean, the crankshaft, the cam, the exhaust, everything, you know, your injectors, your EGR valve, everything's had a clean out, then you'd put this unit on. Your engine's running at full optimum efficiency. They say for about every 100,000 miles that your engine does, you'll lose about 20 horsepower. So how much would you gain mileage MPG? You would gain approximately between 30% gain and 25-30% minimum gain, all the way up to a 50%, 60% gain. When you are combusting the fuel in your engine, what happens over time, well, even from new, but it gets worse over time, the ability to combust and burn 100% of the fuel in the chamber is lost. So you only actually burn about 40 to 55% of the fuel. What's coming out your exhaust, petrol and diesels from new, is about 60%, 40% unburnt fuel with hydrocarbons and or the nitrous's and nitrous oxides and hydrocarbons and CO2 emissions and particulates. So what's happening here is, if you burn the fuel cleaner in the engine to begin with, you'll have less strain and less burden on the filtration units and the exhaust. There are certifications and accreditations coming from various recognised institutions in the next few months with regards to the efficiency and the operation of it. I'm not going to say what institutions and what accreditations, but there are VOSA testing you know, places about where you can get these checked for yourself, so you know that these actually do work. You can have them, we'll take you to a garage and you know, get these readings read out to you via the emissions testing facility at a garage of your choice around your local area, because we can come to you. So we can get a carbon emission test before we do the engine clean, and then we'll do the engine clean and re-carbon emission test you, and you will see how much difference it makes. Then you've got the option to fit the other unit on. So your MPG gain is massive on a petrol. It's probably reduced somewhat on a diesel, but diesels have turbos. They have this unit fitted on them. They have a clean out. You notice the difference in the how you this is a TDI 05 plate, so I'm not sure what type of eco engine this will be, what type of Euro engine it is, but it will require now less pressure on the foot pedal to get to a higher amount of revs, because you're introducing hydrogen. With the continuous running, as I've showed you, it takes less revolutions, less pressure on the foot pedal to get that power, so you use less revs. So you can go in fifth gear at 1,400 revs, and you can be doing say about 60, 70 miles an hour, and you can be getting up to about between 60 and 90 mpg on the readout here, steady 60 to 90. So I hope that explains that, Jesus Jones. It's your emissions, what's coming out down here on my emissions will be very low. They'll be very, even though it's a diesel and it's on the 5 plate, it will be extremely low. So that's advantageous for the environment, for obviously the running costs of your engine. It needs less servicing, less black oil, less carbon emissions. You know, we can clean your piston rings or your pistons out, your heads. If you've got an older engine and it's like a classic motor and it's like an M-Reg Escort or something, you know what I mean, they need a good clean out. If you've got an engine that you've looked after and you've fully serviced, then perhaps treat it to a full clean, and then, you know what I mean, it'll be up to optimum performance. Your horses will return. Aye, aye, aye. What else have we got? Any more questions? How much for the full set? The clean is about £70 for the hour and a half, but if you buy this unit that I've just showed you the installation of, you get the engine clean for free, and the unit all in with, when the certificates have arrived, obviously we'll show you the website where these are, and you can have the accreditation with the certification. I get one as an installed agent for installation, and you get one to say for the underwriters and insurance. Will even help you and assist you with that, as we do sovereign paralegals. We know about the legal and the lawful system, the legal terminology that gets put on this with regards to accessory and modification, and whether or not it's dangerous. We would argue that this little thing here, a fuel tank, is carrying a hazardous load already. So car's running well. Yeah, how much for the kit? I could do with a full carb clean too, Ricky Smith. Okay, Jesus, I meant to type diesel, but I'm just used to petrol. Yeah, diesel's good. It's getting out of like £20 of diesel. I don't know how many litres that makes. What is it now? About £20 diesel, £1.20 a litre, so about 17 litres. Getting close to 290 miles roughly, depending on how you're driving, how many roundabouts, how you accelerate. If you put your foot down harsh on the gas, you will introduce more gas than what you need into the engine. When you've had this fitted, the beauty of this is to learn how to drive economical. You can obviously get more out of it if you've got a high performance, racing engine that's remapped and stuff. That will help it out. That will increase torque performance overall. But if you're looking to actually save miles, and you've got like a Toyota Aygo, and it's already going to get about 40 to 60 mpg standard, this will increase it to even more. God, it's cold. I meant diesel, so I hope that's all right. Where in West Midlands you at? I'm in between Derby and Burton at the minute, so I don't mind travelling about. It's not a problem. 50-mile radius, something like that. I get 100 mile a gallon from 125cc. Can I fit this to your motorbike? Yes, you can, but I haven't got these kits. I'd have to have a word with the guy down in down south and say that we've got interest for motorbikes. I need to be trained and installed. I'm only authorised and trained to fit the hydrogen units for the auto engines at the moment. So with regards to the motorbike fitting, I'd have to get some training on that, but he has said that he's got kits that can facilitate this, and you'll probably end up getting, what did you say mileage? 100 mpg, so you'd get 200 mpg, 180. I'll put my toe caps on it. You'll get double that mpg. Right, so thank you all for watching, guys. I'm going because it's freezing. Thank you very much. See you later. Ciao for now.